you had to kind of think of the positives that the our way culture brought to this team, both on and off the court, what are the things that jump out to you?
I think the connection. You know, I'm proud of our connection. Our guys were connected. Our guys loved each other. In professional sports, it's I think some people would say impossible to create that, but we did. And some people would say it's even more difficult to do it through losing, but we still did. So that connection, that resilience that we brought, I think was attributed to the culture, to what each guy brought, the vulnerability that they brought with each other, their openness to be with each other and through good times and bad times. So in terms of our way, I think the connection and the relationships. I coach to connect people and to connect with people. I think that's why we all love sports. I know that's why I love sports, is to be part of something bigger than yourself. That's what it's about for me, is you know, the basketball is a vehicle that we use to do that. It's a vehicle that we use to feed our families and, you know, live our dreams in whatever way that is, if it's through fame or money or recognition, whatever we're seeking. But I think at the base of it all is we want to be connected to people, and we want to do good with others and be better than we were yesterday.
What was one of the most challenging periods this season, and just something that you kind of learned yourself as a head coach and implemented to get past that?
I mean, the losing, about mid-season, the losing, where I think it was after the showcase, we lost 7 in a row or something, 7-10. Losing sucks. It like really sucks as a competitor. And I think doing all the stuff that we did to connect our guys and to get to know each other and see each other as people and brothers and sons and fathers and husbands, I think that stuff allowed us to get through that with an open heart, without getting at each other and blaming each other and pointing the finger at each other. So I think just accepting failure and understanding that right now we're not good enough. Right now I'm not good enough. I think that was probably the one thing that was the best thing to learn from losing and the experience, the difficult times of the season. Sometimes you're just not good enough and you have to be better, and then you'll take it home and figure out ways to do that. Well, I think this season was so dynamic with the ebbs and flows and our roster turnover. I think this was probably the most difficult that we've encountered because of the lack of success. Winning helps so much, and winning creates an ease in people and an openness in people. But when you're losing, I think that it creates difficulty. And you know, with our guys this season, you know, the two-way guys going up and down, and then Isaac going up and down, and our roster turnover, bringing new guys in throughout the season. This is probably the most turnover we had all year, or in my 3 years here. So I guess the one thing I learned is, especially towards the end of the season, was just having those difficult conversations and kind of what I just talked about, you know, accepting like this is not where we want to be, but this is the only place that we are, and this is the only place that we can be. And if we want to be somewhere else in the future, we have to do a better job now. And a better job might not be getting that call up. A better job might not be scoring all the points that you want to or winning the game, but a better job is just doing it with more integrity or more conviction, or doing it, being more connected to your team and competing at a better level. I always root for the undrafted or the tryout guy, because I was that. And Marcus, he didn't get any opportunity at the beginning of the season, and the way we looked at it to start the season was maybe he'll get a chance when we need him. And he ended up being a huge part of our team, starting games for us and being probably our most consistent contributor when he got his opportunities. So that was fun to watch him, and I've talked to him about it, you know, watching him go from a non-shooter to a consistent shooter. I mean, I don't know what the stats are, but I felt like the last 10 games of the year he was above 40% or around there from three. You know, he can make a shot, and that's a credit to, you know, Marcus's growth through his work ethic. He was in the gym every day with Coach Nolan and Coach Dane and B. Walsh and Ant, and they were putting in the work to get through that and find ways to get better. So, you know, Rob's been here for 2 years, and we were talking in the exit interview about, you know, 2 years ago when he came to try out. I don't think anyone ever thought he would make the team, and he ended up playing his way onto the team because of, you know, his toughness and what he does, the little things he does. And he couldn't finish. He couldn't go in the lane and finish. He was uncertain getting into the paint, putting the ball on the floor. And then I think you see him finish the year this year, and he's getting multiple layups in a game. You know, he's able to finish in different ways, different hands over athletes and big guys and small guys and quick guys. So I think that process for him is fun to see, because it shows all the work that our staff puts in with him, and then all the work that our guys are putting in, you know, himself. It shows growth.
How important is it to not only develop the guys that have high ceilings, but also develop guys that really could contribute in certain ways at the NBA level?
Well, I think at our level, that might be the only thing. We don't see a lot of guys coming from our games and then going to the next level, whether it's a two-way assignment guy or a second-year, third-year guy, being the main scorer that the coach is running plays for at the NBA level. I don't know if it's ever been done. Maybe, you know, Jeremy Lin had a stretch, and Danny Green's had a good stretch, and Hassan Whiteside. I know there's some guys. I think the clearest path is filling a role and being great at doing a couple of things. You know, David came in here and he just played really, really hard, which is a skill, and then he defended really, really hard, and he shot layups and used his athleticism to get finish at the rim and get offensive rebounds. And those aren't the things that all these NBA guys with guaranteed contracts want to do. So there's a huge void for those guys to do those things. Those guys that do it at our level, at the G League level, will get rewarded for it, and we've seen it time and time again.